gosh. Don't know about you, that's some snowstorm out there today. Jeezy peeps. Good morning, I hope you're all well. Let me just get myself all sorted. Get my jacket out the way. It is freezing, thank you so much. We have managed to get in, myself, Laura and Adam. They've even got in before me, look at that. Got a lovely cup of tea ready to go as well. They are so good to me. Yes, great team that we are. Anyway, we are, of course, on Wake Up Call. So this is Wednesday the 10th of February. And we are kicking off the day in a storm. And what we were also doing, and what I was doing as well, you know, after this show, I'm really so hungry. So hungry. I'm thinking, right, what am I going to have for my breakfast? All these different options. And I thought, do you know what? There's actually something that comes to mind that I thought, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a try. I don't know. Have you seen this? Have you seen this going on social? Have a look at this. What do you feel about this? Weetabix with baked beans. Yes? No? In other words, it's just like baked beans on top of your toast, but it's on your Weetabix. Don't know about that one. For any of you guys across in the US of A that maybe doesn't know what the Weetabix is, it is a cereal and it is just a block of fibre basically, and pour some milk on it, hot milk, anything like that, and it goes to mush. It's going to mush. So who knows, it might be one of those combinations that you're like, yes, I'll go for that, sometimes you won't. Maybe give that a shot. Watch the space. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? But what's your weird combination when it comes to breakfast or food? Maybe you don't think it's weird. Maybe other things it's bonkers. Let us know when it comes to social. You can see the strap right along the bottom there. So whether if of course on Facebook or on YouTube, do let us know. We've got the team social all ready and waiting to feed me through anything. I'm going to be reading your comments too. Also any photos, get them in as well. So is it something different when it comes to your eating that you want to share with us, the weird combinations? Let us know. Send us a picture as well, and also send me a picture of your snow blizzard. Does it need to be like the last couple of days, certainly here in the UK, because I know it's from top to tail. I know my family and friends back home in Scotland are absolutely pouring down with snow up there. So, you know, all a bit of fun, but of course, as always, stay safe as well. But yeah, let us know any snowstorms that you've got. Certainly you guys stateside, you get a lot of blizzards. So I want to see some photos. So that'll be a good one to kickstart the day as well. And any crafty questions, do let us know. I'm going to show you a bit of a 5-minute kind of like quick tip later on, and we'll answer any questions as well. So anything that you want to know crafting related, any issues, any problems, get your questions in and we'll see what we can answer during the show. But as you can see by now, you know, we are 9 o'clock here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time. Thank you for joining me live. But as always, even if you're not joining me live, you can be watching back whenever you like at your heart's content, whether of course it is on Crafters TV, whether it is our Facebook. But the best way is always either on our YouTube or of course on our website, where you can shop and watch at the exact same time. Perfect. Talking about shopping, we've got this week's Get It, Got It, Good. Have you got it? Check it out. We have got our Gemini. These are our A4 cut-and plates. So this is your 2 cut-and plates. This is your plastic shim and your little bag to go with it, storage bag. So within these ones here, what you're going to be getting is on £27.97 for you guys here in the UK, or £42.95 for you guys stateside when it comes to the Gemini. So these are your A4 platforms. These are good. These are essentials to have within your crafty stash, so that when you get to that point you need to replace them, you've got a nice little excess at the side. Yeah, if you can, always worthwhile maybe just getting a couple in. Always going to use them, and that little storage bag comes in handy as well. So maybe you want to put your A4 card or anything like that into the bags, maybe a little storage as well. So do check them out while you're crossing the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. What we're going to do is we're going to be showing you something just very shortly. Sarah and Joe gave you a bit of a sneak peek yesterday when it came to launch party. They launched today on launch day, and check these out. These are our floral animal die set. Absolutely gorgeous. So you have got a selection. So within there, you've got the 4. You guys stateside might already have them from HSN. You've got floral butterflies. You've got the stag. You've got the hare. And you've got the wolf as well. Now within each set there, what you're getting is you're getting 2 dies. You're getting the decorative detail die, you're also getting the outside die. What you'll be able to see is the actual image. Half of it is of the animal's face and body. The other half is all this gorgeous floral look when it comes to the detail. So you can, of course, die cut them, layer them up, paper piece them, do all your different spritzing techniques and that as well. I'll show you a bit of a sneak peek as to what I was creating, but again, do tune in later on today on launch party or launch day, where it's going to be Debbie Robinson. She's going to be on with Joe as well. So always remember, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 5 a.m. Pacific Time for launch day. And as if that wasn't enough, it's Wednesday, so it's Creative Cravings. So on Creative Cravings, we've got these so cool Edgeable die collections. Super cool, super easy to make your cards. We've got our cascading collection of Butterfly Breeze. We've got Elephant Rose. We've then got our Balloon Bouquet. We've got our Cascading Circles, Heart Confetti, and our Party Cakes as well. These, exactly as they say, modern Edgeable, so they're modern shape ones, £31.96 here in the UK, $55.80 in the United States. Credible saving that you're getting with on them ones there. Don't just think about them as the Edgeable. They could be the top fold of your card as well. But then also, very similar to the animals, you can do things like your paper piecing, which is so effective. So that's going to be coming up later on today on Creative Cravings. That's also going to be with Debbie Robinson and Joe, 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. But as we always do on Wake Up Call with Craig, we're going to kickstart it with the craft fall. And it's the craft fall, and it's one of my favourites. It is our foil press. So check out that nice little bundle you're getting there. So it's your foil press border dies. It says dies, they are stamps because they're foil press. And you can see you've got these ones here, $34.97 here in the UK, $41.86 of you guys stateside, 2 borders and 2 corners as well. Although those corners, you get the little strips too, so you can use them within your foil press. Myself and Debbie, we're splitting craft vault today, so I'm going to be on at 11 a.m. here in the UK, or of course 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time, or Debbie will be back 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So what we can do is, I'm going to get my foil press up and ready to go. We're all plugged in, so we just need to switch that one on. Let's have a look and see what everyone is saying today, just while that heats up. We've got Sandra on YouTube saying, morning Craig, CTV crew and crafty friends. Another cold snowy day in Darlington. Laura said hi.
Hello.
And Adam says hi too. We've got Sarah Brown saying hello on Crafters TV. Hello to you too. Debbie Mann on, she's not telling me where she is, but she's saying good morning from a cold and snow. She's from New York. Oh, I'd love to be in New York when it's really snowing. I've got a 3-trip plan for New York. First time, summertime. Second time, summertime, which was meant to be last year, but you know, we'll not go down that road. And then the third time I want to go back again when it was winter time so we could get that snow. So I'm 1 trip behind, but we'll get there. We've got Corinne on Facebook saying good morning to you all. Diana saying good morning from Indiana. Good morning to you guys. Every single morning I come on here and I'm just blown away by you guys, stateside specifically, that are up at just all bonkers time of the morning, and you still get up or stay up to watch, and I really appreciate that one. Hannah Hicks on Facebook saying, hi Craig and the team, thanks for braving the storm. You are very, very welcome. It was tough coming in, but I done it for the team and I done it for you guys as well. And also Hannah saying, beans on Weetabix, that's just wrong. I'm with you on that one, absolutely. Right, Laura's asking me if I got any weird food combos. I'm trying to think, when I used to work in retail, what was it I used to make a lot? And my manager, who's a good friend of mine now, Lorraine, used to say to me, that is so weird. I can't think of, I don't think I've got any real weird. Apparently Adam's just said he's got one. What's yours, Adam? Oh, no, that's not weird. My mum does that. Butter on rich tea biscuits. My mum does that, yeah. I wouldn't say it's weird. Maybe some in Scotland will be like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Craig. But my elderly auntie, years ago, she got me started on shortbread with mild coloured cheddar. Just a wee slither of mild coloured cheddar. Really nice, really nice. Some of you might just think, ooh, but it is. That was really nice. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'll need to have a think. Laura is yogurt on toast. Okay, Greek yogurt on toast with a bit of fruit. Okay, yeah. What, do you know what? Lots of different things will please all of our different taste buds as well. I'll need to have a think about that one because I know there's definitely going to be a weird combination. I'm sure it'll come to me while we are going over this one. I did used to dip my McDonald's chips, other chips available as well, into my strawberry milkshake. Oh, both of you. Yeah, no, I used to do that. Yeah. But yeah, we'll think of something, no doubt. Think of something. Foil press. So this is what's going to be coming up throughout the day on Craft Vault with myself in the first show and then Debbie Robinson on the later show today. Foiling, all about putting the foil in your hands. You can absolutely buy your cardstock, your toppers that have got foiling on it, and it's still going to work well within your crafty stash. You get to foil it at home when it's using your Gemini foil press. So typically, this seems to have been kind of chilling out as well. It's rather cold, so it's just taking that a little bit longer to heat up, but we can get a lot of the elements together. Whether it is cardstock, whether it is vellum, acetate, fabrics, leathers, it could be all these different materials that you're going to be foiling at home. We're not going to spend too long today because we don't have the time to fully focus on the foil press. We have got hundreds of hours across on our YouTube or even our website on Crafters TV dedicated when it comes to the foil press. You may even find some, if you've seen Ben's Sea Shanty song, you'll have seen a couple of the parts where I was in this really bright purple shirt. That's all to do with the foil press, so you check out them as well, and we step you through the foil press. It is actually, well, not at the moment, Laura, but usually it is just my normal Friday night attire when it comes to shiny shirts. Do you have to watch? I'm quite convinced it's going to be flammable, those shirts, but you never know. You never know. So what we're going to do is, once again, we're just going to leave that to heat up just for a moment. Let's show you some of the things that you could be doing, specifically with these corner dies that I am away to show you. So what we're going to do is we are getting quite a few good food combos coming through, which we will we'll have a wee listen and also a wee read just shortly. But this is now giving you that look of doing your texture. So on this one here, we've got that dotty here. So we've used what was within our range, the Stag foil press stamp. Can you imagine using the Stag that is coming up in our dies later on launch day? That would look gorgeous. And then we've got the other corner ones. So we're popping the corners into the corners, but also using the elongated border into the side and even into the middle, matching them up. And then just doing a couple of individual ones. How smart does that look? Really effective. And then also incorporating a few of your others you've got at home when it comes to the foil press. You can see you've got that top to bottom. You may have heard that beep, that just lets me know, and always listen and always hear Leanne's voice when that goes off, because it's like she's saying, I'm ready. So actually she's coming up soon. Is it tomorrow she's on, I think, Leanne? Sure, I'm sure Leanne's back tomorrow. I want to say cartload, at least cartload anyway. So she's on for cartload with Joe tomorrow. So I know lots of Leanne fans out there like me, so we can tune into that. But what we're going to do is I've taken some of my... she's doing Craft Vault tomorrow. That's right, because I'm doing tomorrow morning Craft Vault and then she's doing the later one at night. Yeah. Well, there you go. You'll be in your element tomorrow having Leanne. What I've done is I've taken my texture cardstock here. This is from our 8x8, but I've trimmed it down to 6x6. And I've taken one of our foils, gold foiling, papercraft foil, and this is the gold shimmer. So what I can do is let's show you. So using the province border and corner, I'm going to pop this one up into place here. What I also want to show you, I don't think I have it to hand, but when it comes to the foil press, you do get a manual to go with it. So it steps you through the size, the time that you need to pop your foil press stamps on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this one at the top. So if I pop that one on, so before I do that, I need to come up to 18 seconds for this one. So we're going to do 18 seconds. So I'm going to pop that on. There's a reason I'm going that way. I'm popping my carbon plate over the top, and then we're going to press start. That's doing the countdown to let me know that it's doing the countdown for the 18 seconds. While it's doing that, always remember, get your questions in, any comments that you want to ask or say, let us know. Whether it's pictures of your storms, so email studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk for some pictures, or even different foods, weird foods that you like. So do get them across studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, or your comments. You'll see the social strap in a moment, whether it is Facebook or YouTube, and you can get your comments in there as well, and I shall read as many as I can out. There we go, right along the bottom. Got our foil here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim that slightly, and when it comes to the foil press, you have more time at home, so have all of your elements ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it so it's running along the top, popping my carbon plate, sliding that one out, and then we're going to feed that one up to the Gemini Junior. All of these are going to go through the foil press if you're using the A4 platform, or if you're using the smaller platform with the extender plate, no problem at all. So what we can do is remove this one, peel this one off, and then what you'll see, if I start to peel, look at that, foil it, and that is texture card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that back in again. Now, it won't take as long to come to temperature because it's already had that initial run. It'll sometimes just take a moment or two. But what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to trim and get another bit of that same foiling. Now let's have a look and see what everyone's saying till that beeps. Pink Bubble on YouTube is saying, good morning. No, Craig, don't do the Weetabix and beans. Horrible. Much rather a chocolate button sandwich. I suppose that would just be like your Nutella and chocolate spread, wouldn't it? Kay on Facebook saying, butter and sugar in my grits and oatmeal. In my grits and oatmeal. Is that porridge? Must be porridge, is it? Yeah. Marie on Facebook, Weetabix with milk, no baked beans. Yep, I like lots of sugar as well. June on YouTube saying, good morning, Craig from Daytona Beach, Florida. No snow here this morning, going to be sunny and 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. Not jealous. Although I am still in that content moment with the snow out there. Once it starts skidding and it goes to mush and everything like that, I won't be happy. Not a fan when it gets like that and muddies into the carpet. Nope. And very lastly, Cheryl on YouTube, cold and snowy in Seward, Alaska. That doesn't surprise me. You think Alaska and you think of snow, don't you? Don't know why, but you just do. So keep your comments coming in as well. I believe we've got a few pictures coming, so we will show you them shortly. So what I'm doing is I've kept my foil press stamp exactly where I want. Now you could follow the grids a lot quicker or a lot better than I am, because I'm doing it for time and speed. But what we're going to do is do exactly the same, sliding that one out, and then, did I press start? Did I do a countdown? Did I do a countdown? It just beeped to say it was ready. Okay. We'll find out in a minute. We'll find out in a minute. But this goes to show with these border ones, you don't have to use them as just a border on the left or the right hand side. You can of course do them on the top, or you could do it so that if we peel this one off, so you'll see how we've got that gorgeous foil in here. Got a little bit of overfoil in here. That's because my foil is a lot bigger than what I actually need. So trim it just big enough to cover your stamp. But then what you could do, pop that onto a card blank, pop a sentiment along the middle, maybe a bit of ribbon, anything like that. Maybe you want to put one of these animals that we've got coming up shortly as well. Centralise that. That would look quite smart. But that's just texture card. Always remember when it comes to the foil press, all these different materials that you are able to foil. Debbie will be showing you more when it comes to craft vault later on tonight. But that fast craft vault, that is both of them, all about the foil press. Same products that is going to be on the 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time show. But Debbie will have different demos when it comes to 7 p.m. tonight, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and it's all about the foil press. So if you're in the mood for treating yourself to a few foil press goodies, do tune in. And also to say, you can actually shop right now if you wanted to. Obviously, if you're watching on the website, you could watching and shopping, but you can have a look at upcoming shows as well. So that's a little bit of an incentive to have a look and check out that Get It Got It good as well. So, all nice and tidy and sorted. Let's have another quick look at the comments, see what everyone is saying. Liz Rees Peddler saying there's no storm, snowstorm in Dormston. Had a thin covering on Monday. It's all melted there. Pamela on YouTube had said, morning from Northern Ohio, where it is 3 degrees Celsius. I always get mixed up with degrees and Fahrenheit and Celsius and all that sort of stuff. Where was it? Linda on YouTube is saying, candy floss and cucumber, and now it's plain digestives broken up into yoga. Plain digestives broken up into yoga, I wouldn't say that's a strange one. I would understand that one. Candy floss and cucumber. Okay. I love candy floss, cotton candy, you guys stateside, and cucumber. Do you take a bite of the candy floss and a bite of the cucumber, or because the water, because the cucumber is so full of water and moisture, isn't that just going to, it's just going to dissolve? So there is something there. Linda, let us know on that one again. I want a little bit more detail when it comes to that one. And Valagina, I can never say your name correctly. I apologise for that one. But on YouTube, you were saying when I was pregnant, I ate barbecue potato chips between 2 pieces of bread. That's not weird. That's a crisp sandwich. That's a crisp sandwich. I would put cheese and onion crisps on a sandwich. It's that could be another. Some say salt and vinegar. I say cheese and onion. Laura is saying salt and vinegar. Adam is saying chipsticks. He would be difficult and different, wouldn't he? So yeah, let us know as well. But that skips. Don't know about that. Don't know about skips, but definitely cheese and onion. Walker's cheese and onion crisps as well. So other crisps are available. Of course, you've got Golden Wonders, you've got Co-op own, Tesco's own, Sainsbury's own, you've got Walmart's own, you've got Doritos, you've got all these different crisps as well. So let's move on. Let's have a look. Coming up on launch day later on today with Debbie and Joe, we've got our Gemini Floral Animal Die. So this is your 4-piece. However, in each set, you're getting 2 dies, an outline as well as the inner. $31.96 here in the UK, $44.98 for you guys stateside as well. That's giving you a saving of 20%. However, don't forget, as many of you will be, you'll be in our Club Inspire, so that always helps too, doesn't it? So that is coming up on launch day. We're going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek as to, well, we're not giving you a sneak peek, I'm going to demo them because I wanted to, because I love them. So what we can do is I've got some finished samples to show you, as well as to give you an idea as to what they look like. Let's have a look at these little boards that we've got here. So here we go, we've got our Stag on this one here. Absolutely gorgeous. Now what you want to do is look at this white outline. That is one die, that is an outline die, and then this black detail, that is the second die. So that gives you all that incredible detail, whether it is obviously the actual features of the Stag or the other animals that we've got, but as well as the florals. These little bits pop out as well if you want to lift them. So that one is your floral Stag. Then we can see the floral hair on this one, along the same idea. So good, really good one for Easter time as well. Then what we've got is the butterfly. Wow, look, just unbelievable. So I'm going to reach in that little bit, but look at that. So we've got the florals, we've got the flourishes, we've got the leaves, the depth that comes within the, oh, wonderful Adam, thank you very much. But you can see how that all works perfectly as well. And then if I go that side, what you can do is have it so that the wings actually float up and flicker up. So you've got that one, and then another phenomenal one, Flare Wolf. Within this one here, Flare Wolf, floral, all the F's today. We've got the roses in here, die cut it, even black and white, paper piece with some of your red cardstock. That would look gorgeous, doing bits of paper piecing. Colour in even when it comes to your sparkle pens or aqua pens, anything like so. Finished samples, and then we will run them through to let you see how well does that one work. That one is from Lindsay on the design team. So well when it comes to the oranges and yellows. And then we've got on this one here, so we've got Now I think, so it is that way, and then it's the sentiment, it's at a different angle. Perfect one from Caroline, just in time for Easter time on that one here. We've got Hayley on this one here. Nice thank you cards, Easter cards, even thinking of you cards if you want. You can see here, Astrid with the wolf. Now this is where she's paper pieced in using our Centura Pearls. You can see Centura Pearl cardstock. So how elegant does that look? But then maybe you want to go that one step further. You want to make real standout cards that you can see. Very mystical one using past Sarah's signature collections. I want to say that's Enchanted range. So you can see that one from Caroline as well. And then another one, so on this one here, using it as a twisted easel. And even when it comes to the stags, I wouldn't have necessarily thought of using the green. And when I say green, I mean this brightness of green, because what I'm going to show you, I have done green, but lots of different ways. What about even, I know I say this a lot, and this is absolutely something that I'm going to do with that stag, die cut it, box frame, that's all you need. Box frame. When you can get into the craft markets again, you can then be selling them or sell them online, on store, Facebook, Etsy stores, anything like that you can do. And you know what? You can make a tidy profit for doing very, very little, which is a good thing. So let's show you how these work. All that I have done beforehand is I've actually taken some Adorable Scoreable from Hunky Dory that we had on the other week, myself and Ben. We've got it coming up next week as well, so keep your eyes peeled. And I have used our 6x6 folder. This is our Spring Forest. This is the one that comes with our diorama aperture dies. Pop that one through and created my own 6x6 card blank. Then what we're going to do is let's bring in the Floral Stag. Couldn't do a demo and not do the Stag, could I? Not at all. So let's take the two dies out. So we have got the backdrop as well as the detail. This one will still cut out of your card, so it will cut a separate component, but this one will give you the matten layer. So let's take another couple pieces of cardstock. If anyone's wondering, what's the core 2021/22 range of the Adorable Scoreable? And we're going to take our plates in. So what we can do, let's go for a bit of this ivory cardstock, and I'm going to cut this one out into that ivory look. So we can bring this one in. So we're going to do our base cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic top plate, running that through. Of course, I could have done the detailed stag as well, because there's still enough room on the Gemini Junior plates, but I just wanted to do each step separately so you can see how this comes together. So here we can see, look at that, just what we can do in a moment is we even use one as a silhouette shadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that one again, flip and rotate my plates, pop that one on, same plate configuration, run this one through. Still going to go through the MIDI as well, no problem whatsoever. Who was that, Laura? Lynn. Oh, Lynn ordered these yesterday. So hoping that they are going to come tomorrow, fingers crossed, that would be good. And then you can then get your makes posted on social media for us to see. That would be great. Love seeing what you guys make at home, absolutely love it. So we've got the two of them here. So set that to the side for now. Then what I'm going to do is let's bring in our cutting plate once again, and then using that other excess bit of green, what we're going to do is we're going to pop the detail of the stag, and we're going to die cut the stag out. So let's pop that one on, and we're going to pop in our plates, exactly the same configuration, and we're going to run that one through. And then let's see, Hannah Hicks on Facebook, ready salted crisps with mayo. Oh, don't know. I like ready salted and I love mayo. Don't know if I'd like them together. We've got, I am as well, Laura's craving a crisp sandwich like I am as well. Do you know what I done before the show? I ate my lunch because I was hungry. I know. Going back to my school. Well, we'll have a crisp sandwich. Yeah, I think we should. Josie on Facebook, good morning, Craig. Looking forward to learning more about the foil press. Got mine for my birthday, but had to leave it at my daughter's, or we were foiling for her wedding before we had to come home. Can't wait to get back to it. Brilliant. Brilliant. Can't wait to see what you're going to be making with your foil press. If you've got any pictures already, do let us see them as well. Send them in, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. We've got Laura and Adam are just eagerly waiting beside the PC for them to come through. So do send them in. We've already got a few pictures coming in, so we will have a look at them at the end of this bit here. But what we're going to do is let's bring in our die tool. Now, do you know something? I am going to take all these bits out, but how lovely does that look as it is? So it's kind of like your embossed detail within it. But what we can do is let's take all these little bits out. So we're going to take all these with our tool, bringing these ones out. Helen on Facebook is saying Weetabix spread with butter and marmalade. Weetabix spread with butter and marmalade. Don't know. Sally, morning Craig, no snow here in Devon. Not even frost. Oh gosh, it's funny how one part of the world, or the UK, is absolutely fine and the rest is just covered in snow. As I say, I know certainly up in Scotland I've had it bad. We've actually had it bad than us this time round. Certainly in my hometown of Carnoustie and then round the Dundee, Arbroath area. And then we've got Pamela on Facebook, just received the wolf and stag dies yesterday. Fantastic. Rightio. What to do is have a play, and if you get a chance, pop pictures through to the gallery for launch day. If we can't show them on this show, we'll do them on launch day, so do get them in. Once again, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop these little bits out. So what we're going to do is, if I take these bits out, using your tool, popping so that bit doesn't come out because that is your die piece. So I'm going to take these ones out here. So let's work our way. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, they've all cut out. Let's take it. I'm just chatting to myself. Just chatting. I usually get a better answer from myself, don't I? No one usually listens in here. Funny. Here we go. Right here. So what we're going to actually, do you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again, and let's run this one through. So I'm going to chop this one down. And why am I doing it again? Because we can. Because we can. Run this one through. What I'm going to, I tell you what, let's, even this time, let's just use our metal shim just to show. I think what I've not done as well is I never took into account that the Adorable Scoreable is 350 GSM, which die cuts no problem, but sometimes you might just need your metal shim because we've got all that intricate detail, and it will do no harm by popping that metal shim in. So let's take this one, let's move these out the way here. Right, okay, Linda on YouTube. Craig, I have a bite of my cucumber and then my candy floss. Linda. Craig, I have a bit of my candy floss. I have a bite of my cucumber and then my candy floss. Brown sauce sandwich, also, if I'm pushing the boat out, I'll add some crisps too. When small, I had sugar sandwiches. I've heard of that. My granddad and I used to have that. Yeah, so you literally just, do you know what, I'm going to take a bite of my cucumber and then a bite of the candy floss. Whatever. Laura, actually, that's a good question. Laura's asking, how did you discover that? You know, was there one day that you just, I don't know, you were at a fun fair and you seen the candy floss, you took it home, you went in the fridge and then you just seen the cucumber and thought, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a bite of that cucumber. And do you know what? I'm going to take a bite of this candy floss as well at the same time. Might be. It might be. Let us know. I'm telling you, I'm not giving up on this. I want to know. That is a random one for that one. I want to know. And then you've gone on to a brown sauce sandwich if you're pushing the boat out. Yeah. And crisp too. Living on the edge. That's what we are doing nowadays, isn't it? We'll have to at the moment. We'll have to. So here we go. So some of you at home might actually love caviar, and we like crisp sandwich. Don't know where the caviar came from. Caviar. Caviar, darling. You have caviar and we have Chris sandwich. I'm not good at accents, Adam. So I start sounding like one way, and then before you know it, I'm Swedish or caviar. Tell you who. Oh, dearie me, dearie me. This show has gone right down the pan, isn't it? Here we go. This is now die cut just perfectly. Here we go. So it is die cutting out, popping these ones out here so you can see all fine, all great. Pop these ones out. And now let's take these last few. Pop, 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 pop. Here we go. So what I'm now going to do is let's bring in our dotty tape runner for this one. And then we can start to assemble it onto the layer that I have got die cut a moment ago. So let's bring in our 2 layers. Now the reason I've done 2 is that if I pop that Stag straight over the same colour, you're going to see it's just going to completely blend into the backdrop. So what I want to do is I still want to have that ivory coloured backdrop, but I also want it to be visible. So what we're going to do is let's take this one and I'm going to bring in my dotty tape runner for this. I'm going to work my way over the top. I'm not necessarily going into the middle of these flowers because what I can do is lift them up. So we bring straight back in that ivory layer. So we can pop this one on. So if we press that one and it overlaps just nicely and sits and nestles into the layer. And then what you could do is when you're at home, press it down and then these little flower petals, these just pop up. So you can add that little bit more detail to it. But I'm not going to do it all. So let's press that one in. Then what we're going to do, once again, if I pop it there, it just blends flat into the background. So what we can do, you know I do love an offset shadow. So we can pop that one in. So pop it right over the top and then pull it down to the bottom right. And then we're going to press. What we can do is pop out the eye here. So then straight away what you'll see now is that pulls away from that backdrop, which is what we want. So we can add this one in here. Pop that one over the top, press that into place. Quick and simple card where we've made that backdrop. And then if I show you that close up, and then to go one step further that I showed on my social media last night, making it bigger, adding a bit of tart in. This one was of course just our texture card and I used our seal brown and done the letterpress technique that you can see how you can go from a smaller to a larger one. That Proud is from the Nature Garden Peacock collection of the stamp set. So that is that one. So that's coming up later on today on Launch Party, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 5 a.m. Pacific Time. But we've got some pictures coming, which is interesting to see. Is it of these fab? It is these dies, so we're waiting to show you them just now. Cheryl has been very, very busy. Look at this. Love the colour combination. Brill! You can see we've got the Stag, so we're working that black against that lighter yellow, but look at having that blue backdrop works so well. But still, with Cheryl, she's been really busy. Look at that one. So that's using some of our 12 by 12 patterned background stock, and then look at that butterfly lifting the wings as well. And wait till you see this one. This is Chris. Look how snowy it's been there. Just a little bit, oh, gosh, I don't know, is that like a foot or something? No way! She lives in Broughty Ferry. That's 5 minutes next to Carnoustie. Oh, my mum wasn't lying when they said they had a lot of snow. Oh, look. Oh, look. So, Chris's dog underestimated how deep the snow was. Oh. Do you know what I love when it comes to snow and dogs, specifically puppies? Puppies or dogs that have never seen snow before. their reaction. It's kind of like little kids when they've not seen snow before as well. It's watching the doggies putting their paw prints in. It's like, do I want to put it? Do it? Do it? I don't know. So do keep your pictures coming in as well. So either of food or of the snow as well, whether it is getting creative with your cards or your snow blizzard. I want to see them as well. So email them across to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. And it doesn't have to be like a snow blizzard from lately. It could be from last year or that. I just want to see how bad you guys get it stateside compared to us. We think we get it bad. It's nothing compared to you guys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to read a few comments and then we're going to do a couple of crafty tip, and it's about gutting your cardstock. And this is something I get asked quite a lot. So we can set these ones to the side and let's now have a look and see what everyone else is saying. Carol on Facebook saying, I love tuna and cranberry sauce on bread. I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. Susan on Facebook saying, I love these die sets, wolf, rabbit, stag and butterfly, can't wait to get them. Cheryl saying these dies die cut beautifully. They absolutely do. Just run them through if you're using a real thick cardstock with your metal shim. And we've got Sandra on YouTube saying, 50 years ago, lots of kids at my school used to buy fresh baked crusty bread and 2 or 3 bags of crisps. Hollowed out the bread and stuffed the crisps in. That was lunch. Sounds nice. That sounds nice. Oh, sounds really nice. Oh, we could be trying all of these, couldn't we? We've got... I'm putting my foot down on that one when it comes to Try It Tuesday. Oh, no, that one I do want to do. Do you know what it was? I've seen another one with caviar. And I've just thought that's what you're talking about. Caviar. Judy on YouTube saying, no, Craig, your accent was perfect. Although all those laughing emojis, I don't know if you're being serious, Judy. Pen on Facebook saying, your shim did a great job. Yep, anything. If you find that if you're using a thicker cardstock or any medium that you're using, if it doesn't always quite cut, although it did the first time, just to make it easier, pop in your metal shim. That really works. Linda again on YouTube saying, no, I craved it when I was pregnant and continued with it when I can get my hands on my candy floss. I was going to say, I wonder if maybe it was, something to do when you were pregnant, but I wasn't sure if maybe you had been pregnant or that, so I thought, I'm not going down that road. I'm just not going down that road. You never know. Probably my foot would go in my mouth, no doubt. So there we go. That's fine. So it was a craving that you had. So, crafty tip. Gut in your cardstock. Gosh, I love a Wednesday. What we're going to do is several ways in gutting your cardstock. So what that means exactly, let's bring in our guillotine. So both my layers are 8 by 8. So this one here, what I'm going to do is, just so it's easier to explain, I'm going to cut this down to 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. What that will then do, that will make it easier for me to explain gutting. So you can see this is a matten layer that we are potentially going to pop onto our card blank. Blue layer, we've got our green, but that is all wasted behind. Now, sometimes many of you don't want to gut your cardstock, and that's entirely up to yourself. Some of you do. One, because obviously you're spending your hard-earned pennies on your crafty products that you want to make them go as far as you can. So gutting is a good way, but also with postage, I think our postage is a way to go up again here in the UK. I know yours is quite high in the US, so it takes down that weight, that little bit. Every little bit makes a big difference. So gutting your cardstock. You can absolutely, easiest way, straightforward way, is bring in one of your nesting dies and gut out the centre. So what you could then do is remove in this top layer and then run it through your Gemini using one of your nesting dies. Any that you're going to use, maybe it's a square one or maybe one that you're going to incorporate within your crafting. Run that one through. That will then take out that centre of your die, popping that back on. And what that does is that covers it. You don't know, no one else knows that you have cut out the middle and you're able to then use that layer again somewhere else. Alternatively, what you can do is you can use, if you've got something like a V-blade trimmer, so that's just one of your trimmers where it's got that little V-blade within it, what you can then do is working your way around. So this is the one I tend to use if I need to do anything where I'm using the V-blade. For instance, if you're doing a concept cards, not all of them you can do with a guillotine because you need to cut in the middle of the card. So what you can do is this one here. I always use the edge of my the edge of my paper trimmer as a guide. So I would come up. Now what I would do is maybe come up maybe about an inch or so from the top, pull down, stop maybe about an inch from the bottom. Then what I would do exactly the same is go up to the top. So basically where it's meeting in that corner, and then I would work my way around all four sides using my guillotine all the way down. And then I'm going to do it once again. And I just use the edge of my paper trimmer as a guide. You know, you might want to use one of the measurements within your V-blade trimmer. So straight away you can see you can't do this with a guillotine because you just end up cutting each side. So we've now got that we could be using somewhere else within your crafting. We've now got this as our base matting layer. However, if we bring in our top layer, no one is the wiser that you've taken out that middle. So you can do that with your guillotine, or what you can do is very quickly, let's then make this one. So what did I cut this one to? So let's take, I'm going to make this another square. So let's do 6 by 6, and then this one we will do 6 1/4. What I'm doing at this moment in time, it's not relevant to doing your guillotine. What I'm doing is I am wanting to just show you what it would be like when you're matting and layering. So starting from scratch again. So we've got another matting layer. So you want to take out the center. You can then also use your ruler and then also your craft knife. So what I would then do is using my ruler that's got the metal edge, I usually pick out that second line that's within the ruler. So if I bring in quickly to show you this, because I know we're going to move on in a minute, we've got this edge line here where my blade of my craft knife is. So I always go with the second one in. So this second line in, I match up with the edge of my cardstock. And very similar with the V-blade trimmer, I come down maybe an inch or maybe half an inch or give or take. It doesn't really matter as long as you've got enough width so that when you pop your cardstock over, you're not going to see any of the layers. So once again, let's work our way. And then last but not least, we can do this last one. So it gives you the same effect as the V-blade trimmer. It's just you've done it by hand. So we can take that one out. So we've now got the center bit taken out. We've got the cardstock. Use that elsewhere. And see if you do crossover with your actual cutting. Don't worry, because you're not going to see any of these nicks. Because what will happen is we pop that one over, and you can see we've got our matting layer. No one's the wiser that we've taken out that center bit, and you're able to use that elsewhere. So either using your nesting dies or a V-blade trimmer if you've got one, or simply with your craft knife and your craft ruler. That shows you how you can then start to gut your cardstock, and it just makes some of your products go that little bit further. So hopefully that helps. I know it will, because it's something that I get asked quite a lot. So there is a bit of an idea for you. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to then jump forward straight on to Creative Cravings, which is 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. And that is with Debbie and Joe, and it's all about our modern shaped Edgeables. So we can see we've got our modern shaped Edgeables. So you've got 6 in total within these ones: butterfly, rose, balloons. We've got our circles, we've got our hearts, and we've also got our cupcakes. £31.96 here in the UK, £55.80 in the United States. So that's giving you a saving of, well, $15.98 here in the UK, or $27.90 in the US of A. So what we can do is I've got a couple of bits and pieces ready to go, but I've also got the boards. I want to quickly show you how they look as well. What we can do is within these ones here, each of them are along the exact same lines. So this bit at the side, that part of the die, that doesn't cut. That's for you to line up. But the detail within the rose does, as well as the outside line. Gives you this effect that you can see here. So there is our elegant rose, and then you can see our cascading circles on that one. So funky, that one. So funky. And then we've got our butterfly. Who's been nicking them? Who's been nicking them? And whoever it is, don't blame me. I want to know that as well, Laura. Who has been at these boards? We've got our circles, we've got our butterflies, and I'm having words. It's shocking, isn't it? Let's show you how these actually work. I do happen to have my set that we can show. So what we're going to do, we're going to, no, mine's is in the packaging. Thank you, Laura. Ha, ha, ha. I'm not a tea leaf. Mine's is in my packaging. Joke. So what we're doing is I'm going to use the love hearts for this one here. I can show you a slightly different way as well. Got my card blank. So this one is 4 by 6, I want to say. It is 4 by 6. And what we're going to do is, the reason I made it 6 inches is that is the height of the die. So I'm going to open it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have it so that the edge of my heart die is up towards the right hand side. We can use our low tack tape so we can secure this one into place as well. If you want to use the grids of your glass mat to help line up, you can, but we're going to pop this one in. And all that I'm doing is making sure where my pinky is, that's where the tip of the heart is, that's where the cutting blade ends. So make sure that's there, and then we are down at the bottom. And I'm going to tape that one in. All these little hearts are going to fall out, so that's why I'm popping my tape in there, so that when we do die cut it, because of the pressure, if the tape does stick to the cardstock, then it's not going to matter, because these little bits of dies are going to come out and it won't rip any of your cardstock on the surrounding areas. We've got Nancy on YouTube saying, you know the CC crew is enjoying the show with you. I hope they're enjoying. Craig, when you can hear them hoot with laughter in the background, love it. You make every appearance such an enjoyable experience. Thank you so much for that one. I really appreciate that one. Yeah, you can tell that they love their job as well, and they love being on Wake Up Call, because they get a good laugh. They get a good laugh, but that's what it's all about. All about. Team me, Laura and Adam. So what we can do now is you'll be able to see how that's now die cut. So we've got our edge, but what we just need to do is just trim just along the top there. So let's bring in our scissors, and we're going to work that in just until we've got that little snip there. And then we're going to finish that bit there. So what we've got now is our edgeable of our hearts. So we've got some of these little hearts as well that are full hearts that you could use if you want to maybe put them onto a shaker card or something. But what we're then going to do is I'm going to bring in another piece of white smooth cardstock, very, 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 taking a slither off of it. So it's just under 4 by 6, and I mean just literally millimeters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the right hand side of this cardstock, and I'm going to bring our pink tulip, and I'm going to bring our Chinese red water reactive. And I'm not going to do anything specific. All that I'm going to do is get that colour, and I'm going to go into little circles. Same with the Chinese red. Oh, got blue on it. Oh well, we'll keep going. What we can do is picking out. So, oh well. There we go. We're going to get a mix of blue in with our pink and our red. There we go. So what we can do, picking out some of these areas here and then finishing it off. So then what we can do, you can add obviously more colour if you want to, make it more intense. But what will happen is if we pop our adhesive on the back of this one, here, here and here, and then we can layer it up right over the top and place that one in. You could use your dotty tape runners as well underneath if you want. I don't always do that. I like to have free-flowing movement when it comes to some of my edgeables, but the option is there. So what we can do is fold that one over. So if I press and burnish that one, you've got your coloured backdrop at the side. You see how well that looks. Maybe if you want to do a bit of spritzing, but then on the backdrop, what I would then do is exactly what I've done here. Taken one of our embossed folder, added a strip down the left-hand side. Perfect for Valentine's Day coming up later on in the week. Ribbon and bow, bit of black card at the back, and then that's all that you need. So you don't need to make big statement cards when it comes to the Edgeables. So there we go. There's a little idea for you that you can see there. So hopefully, shut up. Hopefully, I should, just in case you wonder why I'm telling them to be quiet. They're constantly saying in my ear, who are you giving that to? Who are you giving that to? Who are you giving that to? So that's why. We've got Diane on Facebook saying, thank you for showing gutting the card. That really helps. My pleasure. And that's what it's all about. So anything else like that you want to know, any other bits of help and ideas and tips that you want to know, then do let us know as well by going on to either watching on our Facebook or, of course, on YouTube. Get your comments in just saying, Craig, we'd like to see you do whatever it is that you want to see, and we can then incorporate them. Once we've got some fun ones coming up, and what we need, talking about our shows, we still need a contestant for Friday. No one has picked up my offer across on my Facebook that I posted yesterday. So I need you. If you want to take part, please someone take part, because it is, you can win. You can win up to £25 or $25 by joining in with the game on Friday. I know some people, they get a bit nervous and shy. Don't. We'll be fun. We'll have some fun. We'll enjoy it. You'll feel relaxed when it comes to the game day. So do email us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and just say, you know, you just want to be on the game on Wake Up Call on Friday. So oh gosh. You can tell they're always leading me out Garden Path, can't you? It's Valentine's theme. I think they're trying to tell me something. It's Valentine's theme game on Friday, so do let us know. So if you want to be in with a chance of either winning a £25, $25 actual voucher for us to spend on our website, and also you get the kudos of actually appearing on our show as well. And we've got a host as well. And no, it's not Joe and it's not Ben. We've got Liam. Liam's back. You loved him. So he is back and he is going to be hosting the game on Friday. And Liam being Liam, no doubt, I think he's going to really dress to impress as well. So I'm definitely going to have to up my game on that one for sure. But what we'll do before we end the show, I want to have a look at some more pictures that you've been sending in when it comes to the snow, wherever you are. Sandra Dindas is coming up right in a moment for you to see. Look. Oh, Sandra's saying that he's not impressed with the snow. How, gosh, I just want to cuddle. Just want to cuddle when it comes to, just love it. Love it. So cute. But then we've also got Cynthia that has sent in her picture as well. Gosh, that looks really dark and snowy, isn't it? That's in Ohio. Wow, it is. It's kind of like the middle of the night, isn't it? You know, by the way that looks, but really dark with the snow that you can see there. Gosh, you really do get the snow everywhere, don't you? Absolutely, you do. Now, handmade with love. You may be wondering what that is all about. What you want you to do is go across onto our website. You're going to find the address there. Type in that full address. What it'll do is it'll take you to our blog. And as I say, it's all about handmade with love. So you've got kind of like a little bit of a blog appearance when it comes to some of us on the TV family, or just some of us on the team. So I think Leanne's on there, I want to say. Leanne's on there, and Debbie's coming up this week. So you want to know a little bit more, get into a little bit more detail about us, head across there, follow that address on the screen, takes you right to the blog on our website, of course, which is crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. But pop in that address, will take you straight there. Don't forget the /, the dashes, the dots, all these other ones as well, because apparently they're really important, or you don't get to the page. So I've been told. I've learnt my lesson. We're at the end of the day. Well, we're not actually at the end of the day, we're at the end of the hour. I feel like I'm at the end of the day, that's for sure. We've got one more show coming up for myself anyway. I'm going to be on with Joe in an hour's time on Craft Vault, 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern time or 3 a.m. Pacific time. And that is going to be all about the foil press. We've got Craft Vault again later on today with Debbie. That's 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Also all about the foil press as well. Same products, but different demos. And then coming up, we've got Sarah. Sarah's in the building. No, it's not Sarah on launch day. It's Debbie. It's Debbie. that's doing launch day. She's on launch day, 1 p.m. here in the UK. That's okay, Laura, don't worry. 1 p.m. here in the UK, or of course, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. And then we've got our Wednesday tradition, which is our Creative Cravings, 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. Also, just to say as well, if you want some more Valentine's ideas, check out my Facebook Live tonight across on my page, From Home, 9 p.m. here in the UK. 4 p.m. Eastern Time or 1 p.m. Pacific Time will be across on my Facebook page, From Home, and we'll be using the year of craft. So have a lovely rest of the day. We've got a jam-packed day when it comes to Crafters TV. I will see you exact same time tomorrow for Thursday, the Thursday edition of Wake Up Call with Craig. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And I will see you in an hour's time for Craft Vault. Bye. Right, see you guys. That's it. I've had enough. That's it.